introduction. Can you give me one by one your introduction so that we can able to understand where we are and what in our session, right? So basically, we are here. Everyone is here to know what is the front end technology. I hope everyone know what is the front end technology. At least 2-3% or 10% mostly, right? So
Yeah.
in this, yes. So is it Rajita? Okay. So what is the front end technology and what is the back end technology? Front end technology and where is in the back end technology. Okay, back end technology. What is the technology? What we are going to do with the front end, what we are going to do with the back end. Generally, if you can forget everything, just look at in one of the application. This is my front end application. What you can see in the front end application might be take an example of the Gmail. Okay, in the Gmail, what you will take it out? You are going to find the one of the components saying the one text box, that is the username entering, right, and password, and finally you're going to check in one of the submit button saying the username assume it. Okay, then we'll come back what we're going to do in that one, password and password, and finally we have been able to see submit button here, right? This is one of the front end page we can able to see, correct or not? Now once you are entered the data here, some Basha and Basha 123 I entered here. Once enter the value, I need to submit this value, right? How I can able to submit? This is one of the server I will take it. What kind of servers we may take in the some kind of servers is a Tomcat server. I'll tell you what is the Tomcat and other things also we have in the market. JBoss server. So once I have entered the values and clicking the submit button, I need to carry forward these values Basha and Basha 1 to 3 by clicking the submit button to the server side. Why? I need to validate this Basha and Basha 1 to 3 is valid user or not. Okay. So here the necessary operations will be performed in our server side component. This is the server side component we can able to say server layer. Okay, server layer we can able to say, and this is the front end layer we can able to call them. Front end layer we can able to call them. Now look at here, we are seeing the front end layer and where is the server layer. Once the server layer is perform our request, it's a responsibility to send my request to the one of the backend layer, that is in the database layer. We are going to use the one of the database layer. What kind of database we have? In our session, I'm going to use the MySQL database. Okay, MySQL layer. You might be having the idea about the Oracle also, right? We can able to use, but this is the one of the database layer I can tell you, right? So these are the things. Once you enter, then you are going to checking in the database whether Basha 123 proper username or not. Then if it is success, then the same thing we are going to send a response to the server. The server will be throwing to the front end page to display the any type of content. Like once you enter the username password, it will be logged into the inbox in the Gmail account, right? So those kind of scenarios, what are the things will be taken care of? So in this layer, what is the front end layer and what is the back end layer? If we can consider entire this thing, we can able to say one of the application. Okay. In this application, again this is the one of the front end layer, and where in these layers we can able to say back end layers. And again this layer we can able to call them as one of the processing layer, that is in the server layer, and again internally we can able to call them as one of the database layer. Then enter two parts we can able to call them as one of the backend layer. But to perform backend layer, we are going to use backend technologies. In this layer, we are going to use either in the two technologies, either in the Java or .NET technology. Either both we can able to use. Because it been developed in one of the request handling and response handling. These things we can able to perform by the one of the backend technologies. So generally we will not consider about the backend technologies here. We are going to look into the one of the front end layer technologies. Got it? This is what we can able to use one of the front end and where is the back end with the application. Now, what is the front end layer we have seen? The front end layer we can able to say user interface, UI technologies. User interface. What is the user interface? Okay, front end technology can be there. Now we can able to see this is the this is one of the web page or not, right? In this web page, what we can able to see? Initially, we can able to see number of items. First of all, look at here, the designing side. From here to here, there is one color. From here to here, there is one more color. From here to here, there is a white color. And finally, we can able to see one of the light gray color. You can able to see here, right? So in this one, we are what we are trying to do. There is the designing we have defined, and after that we have defined the test format. This test is different from this test, and this color is also different from this color. And finally, we have seen the different layers is organized well. And apart from, you can able to see my cursor is moving on top of the get support. Look at it, hand symbol is coming. In the bottom layer, we can able to see, notify the one of the URL. Once I click this one, what are you going to do? It's calling another page, calling one of the website here. Nothing but what? Just closing, not okay. So nothing but what? In this space, how many technology we can able to say? There are the front-end technologies, UI technologies. Generally, we can able to use HTML. I hope everyone knows this is the HTML and all. What you can call hypertext markup language. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, and one more thing, we can able to use CSS, cascading style sheet. Okay, and one more thing, JavaScript, events, and behavior of the functionality, behavior, state also we can able to use. So these are the main technology you can able to use them. Okay, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Look at here. What does this HTML? HTML is nothing but one of the it is one of the designing side. Nothing but my application should be like this. So the web page, and where is in the header part, and where is the footer part, and where is the left content here. Okay, and we'll see having the links here, A link, B link, C link. If you click the A link, I want to display in the A corresponding data, B link, B corresponding data, C link, C corresponding data. I want to load it. Okay, now in the header part, what are you going to have? This is the home DASS dashboard, and contact us. Okay, this is the header part, and here we can say some of the at the rate of copyright. These are the things we can able to see one by one. Okay, so this is the one of the functionality. But what I have written, this is one of the designing. Okay, we don't have any functionality, and we don't apply any colors and all on it. So this talks about the designing, that will talk about the one of the hypertext markup language. Okay, hypertext markup language you can able to use. This is the, you will talk about the design. Okay, and after that, once your designing completed, then we are going to apply the CSS. Like I want to be colors like this, I want font size like this. So those things you can able to achieve by the one of the CSS, look and feel. Okay, now in this one, if I click this A link, I am saying A link, then I want to go to A corresponding data, B link, B corresponding data, like that. So those things you can able to achieve by the one of these scripting language. Okay, events we can able to use. What kind of events? We'll check it. There are number of events we have. Let us check on click, on change, on submit. There are number of. I'll tell you in the schedule wise. So these are the main three technologies is important for the as a front end developer. We have number of technologies we have in the market. Why I'm saying these three? If we can learn these three, you can able to say one of the front end developer, and where in the rest of the things we can able to perform in the application side. Nowadays the HTML CSS not only front end developer, the back end developers also they able to do it because that much of easy to learn those things, but we need to focus on the more functional device that is behavior of the application, the JavaScript. Nothing what I have entered the username password and clicking the submit button. I need to validate right, that event. If it error, I want to show the error message. It's invalid credential in the red color with this style sheet. Those kind of events that is will talk about our functionality behavior. So those things we can able to achieve by the JavaScript. So apart from this one, what do you have? There are number of things. Angular JS also. Okay, what is this one? We can able to use the advance of the JavaScript only. Okay. Advance of the JavaScript. Here also you can able to use single page application. Single page application meaning what? As of now, these three components we have developed the application with the individually, but whereas in Angular JS we are going to develop with the single page. Look at here what I'm trying to do. This is one of the front end technologies and database layer, sorry, server layer and database layer. I said we are going to invoke like this. So there are three layers: front end, server layer, database. So one company requires three resources here, but when it comes to the our AngularJS, look at here. I don't want to have separately in the database server layer here. I want to include in the front end layer only. Database also it's the same thing. I don't want it. So meaning what? We have reduced to two layers here. Nothing but two resources. They don't have job. So we are integrating into the two layers into the only front end layer. That we can able to call them as one of the single page application. Now you can able to tell me single page application. Now you can able to tell me we can you able to achieve this kind of application with the one resources or not? Okay. So for example, in the 1990s and 2000, that time the people are saying that I am the database developer, I am the front end developer, I am the server side, I am the back end. They used to say like that. If their work is come, they don't want to work on them because they don't know. But nowadays it's not like that. Every organization looking into the who knows all the areas, not only 100%, at least some percentage, more than 50% they are expecting. Okay, that is what they thought like, why can't we have entire back-end code into the one of the front-end technology? That is what single page application came into the market with the AngularJS. Okay, I'll tell you how it can be in the server layer, how it can be in the database layer, in the application side also. Now, apart from, we have one more thing also, jQuery component also. What does jQuery? Okay, so jQuery component. What does it want? jQuery, we have developed that JavaScript with the jQuery also same thing. Meaning in the JavaScript, if you can perform in the 10 lines of, if you can perform in the 10 lines of the code here, the same thing we can able to achieve by the 7 lines of the code. Who will write the 3 lines of the code? It's a performance level. Okay, less number of code, less number of lines of the code, and more performance we can able to achieve in the applications line. That is what the client will get impressed and they will buy our product. So 3 lines will be maintained by the jQuery. I'll show you on the application side one by one. And one more thing, Node.js. What does it do? When you are working in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, okay, we are going AngularJS. We are going to working with the all of them in the server side components separately. That is, we need to call the server separately. But whereas in Node.js, it's not like that. When you are installed in the Node.js in our system, automatically some kind of servers is already installed with the Node.js. Okay, nothing what when I'm writing these application, we need to do separately in the servers or component Tomcat or something, but here I no need to install, it will be already there. So with that, there will be a lot of performance will come. And not only here, not only performance wise and server side, will be creating the some of the features. Like generally we will be creating the folders like this, right? These kind of stuff we used to do by using the backend technology like in the Java or anything. But when it comes to the our Node.js, we no need to do it. By using the Node.js technology, you can able to do it some of the functions, creating the file, folder, removing, updating the data will be there. Okay, those kind of achievements we can able to do in the Node.js. Okay, but AngularJS, jQuery, Node.js, it's all on top of the JavaScript only. The base layer is JavaScript. I'll tell you why it can be. The structure, the syntax, everything is the JavaScript only. Now we have Bootstrap. I think one of the person, Monish, okay, he worked on something Bootstrap under. What we can able to use the Bootstrap. Bootstrap technology will be using corresponding the CSS tags only along with HTML or anything. But here I want to develop the application. The same code should work in the web application, should work in the mobile perspective. Okay, so I have developed the application here. Same source should be working the our web application. Same source should be working the mobile perspective. Okay, web application nothing but our browser side, and where is the mobile perspective? Here also we need to use it. Okay, meaning what? Initially, without Bootstrap, the client he is going to investment to the two layers, web application side, whereas in the mobile perspective. But after coming to the mobile perspective, they are not investing in the two layers, only one source code they are going to develop. Nothing but without Bootstrap, we have to develop one more source code also. It should be in the web application, it should be in the mobile part separately. But in this Bootstrap, it will be only one source, it will be utilizing the two ways. Okay, so how it can be? So that what is they are going to use less cost and we are going to develop the application. That is the main purpose. Okay, the budget wise, and not only that one, we are going to call them as one of the responsive web design. Okay, I'll tell you responsive web design and all how why we are calling there. Everyone that will call them as one of the Bootstrap. Okay, and one more thing is a Google Polygon. Okay, what is the Google Polygon? The Google Polygon you can able to say with the maps and the okay how it can be working in the maps designing side. I'll show you. So these are the technologies we are going to looking in our sessions. Got it? Everyone having any doubts? Let me know it. And more, yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute. One more thing, I forgot it. React JS also. What is the React JS? See, JS is all JS only. Okay, JavaScript. What does it do? It's one of the best performance on top of all of them. Right now, this is one of the giving the same structure but the performance like nothing but I have developed the application with AngularJS, something else. It's giving the 10 milliseconds, but when I'm developing the React.js, it's giving the 7 milliseconds. Nothing but lesser time I'm going to get the output. Okay. So these are the things you can able to use. All the technologies we're going to discuss in our sessions wise. Anything, let me know. Are you clear? Are any doubts, any concerns? Anything?
Nagabaru?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any doubts, Nagabaru?
Sorry?
Do you have any doubts regarding AngularJS or jQuery? Actually, you are asking particularly about AngularJS or jQuery, right?
Like, yeah, actually, if you have a like little introduction on AngularJS and jQuery so that we can
Is
go
it okay?
forward. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, then.
I'll show to you, Nagabaran. I'm just asking whether these technologies we are going to cover. Okay, you have any?
Yeah.
Let me know. Fine, I'll show to
Okay.
you what we're going to teach you. Okay, so these are the technologies, and let me tell you what is the course content for each one. Then I'll tell you. These are technologies. 1 minute. These are the technologies we're going to looking individually: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and AngularJS, Node.js, Bootstrap, and UI, UX, and very in the React.js, Google Polygon also. So these are the topics we are going to cover. How it can be using all these topics, and we are going to checking one by one. Even if it returns, it doesn't mean. So just I'm just scrolling down. These are topics we are going to cover everything. Okay, in the HTML and very in the CSS tags also. Then there is number of tags we have. We need to check it one by one so that we'll come to know what we are going to utilize. And JavaScript functionalities also one by one. And whereas in the DOM object we need to think it out what is the DOM object, document object model. It's very important where we are going to use normally like in the every web page or application side and all. DOM object nothing but document object model. Okay, what is the document object model we need to think it up. So let me tell you a small shortcut. The Facebook or anything, what you will do, you're going to have one of the text box. In the after that we are going to have a plus icon here, right? In the plus icon, if you click the plus icon here, what you're going to do? You're going to showcase the one more text box. Nothing but I just enter the some Aditya email address. Once I click this one, I want to add one more friend, then Anish, okay, Monish. Like that, I can able to write like this. In the next one, I can able to say minus icon. Okay. Now I want to not like that. Now I want to remove these text boxes. Okay. At that time, what we are going to use this data, whatever you have written this data will be we have already written the code, but whatever you are generating this text box and all will be written by the dynamically. So the code we have written for this box, the rest of the box we are going to generate the code by dynamically. Okay, this kind of concept we can able to use one of the document object model. How not only this scenario they are the letter, there is a lot of the things we have in the document object model. I'll tell you one by one. Okay, that's what I told you. This is one of the important. It will work with the JavaScript. It will work with the HTML also. So these are the points we can able to use. And the AngularJS single page application I told you, right. And following the one of the MVC design patterns also here. What is the MVC design patterns we have? I'll tell you. In the entire purpose also. 1 minute everyone. MVC design pattern also we need to check it out. What is the MVC design model we control or design pattern? I'll tell you. It will be helpful for you guys to getting the interviews also. So environment setup, MVC architecture, what are the things we need to check it out? There is the number of topics we have. Let us check it one by one. Once you complete the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, it will be very easy for you guys understood to go through the rest of the things. Okay. So how it can be, I'll make you the way. It will be very easy. And one more thing, and my session will be in the from the scratch level only, not in the middle level or higher level. Along with this, it's a more practical oriented. The content and we can able to get it anywhere in the Google or something. But the applications, understanding the skills improving, like practical oriented only, clearly I can say. How much you do, it's really helpful for us, both sides. So these are the events, languages, concept and all. And where is the bootstrap technology? These are the items we are going to topic. We are going to cover in this kind of topics and all. Let us check it one by one. That's what I said. If your adults it doesn't work. And Node.js, what is the Node.js? Basic knowledge of the JavaScript. Whenever you are seeing the JavaScript, it's required to JavaScript knowledge, Node.js, AngularJS, and one more thing, what? Sorry,
Yeah.
React.js, right? These are things, it's all important. I'll show you, these are the things it's required, HTTP, HTTPS, servers or everything, how you are going to working all of them, you need to understand very clearly. I'll show you all of them, okay? And one more thing, 1 minute. React.js content wise, in the previous session just gone off, so this been opened already, 1 minute. See, these are the, oh, 1 minute, what did I open? Yeah, React.js here, okay? So these are the topics we're going to have, how it can be working all together once you are complete. As I told you, once you are completed JavaScript, it's very easy for you guys to understand what you are trying to do and how you are doing, what is the purpose you are doing. You will come to know in the practical oriented wise. And whereas in the Google Polygram also there is a number of topics we need to cover. Let us check it one by one. This is the course content actually. Okay. Now I'll show into the in terms of the inputs what I am going to deliver to everyone. For everything will be presentation side. All of them whatever discussing the thing is the presentation side, and where in the application side also. All the applications we are going to discuss in our applications, everything. With the notes wise we will come to know what is we are going to do, how you are doing. And I forgot to tell you, in a session in our session, we are going to use the tools like tools like yeah tools like we are going to use in the edit class. I'll tell you what is the edit class and notepad plus space. And one more thing, we have this sublime. Okay. Okay, what does it do? Generally, I'll be preferring for everyone. Starting point of the candidate will be preferring edit class. That is nothing but one of the edit class here. This is one of the tool. Why I prefer? Even though if you are not sure, okay. Even though if you are not sure, see, all the corresponding technologies will be there. So it's giving some predefined template for you guys. So I'll be preferring this one. Okay. See, the data will be creating already. So what are the things? It's a predefined technology, predefined templates we're going to provide. Not only this one, we have a number of options. I will show you one by one in the scenarios, and it's also providing all the CSS tags and the HTML tags, everything. So I'll be prefer most probably in the here, and with the color side also. If you do something mistake, it will be colored it different. Okay, so I'll tell you why we are going to use this edit plus, and these are the tools we are going to use. And Sublime, I told you. See, this is one of the some advanced tool and all. See, okay. One minute. All the tools and some advanced level tools. This one, once you are familiar with the edit class and notepad class, then we'll come to know how we are going to utilize these things and all. And these are the development tools, and where in the database side, I'm going to use. Yeah, sorry. One more thing is also Eclipse. Can you use Eclipse, and where in the database side, I can say MySQL and where is Tomcat server. Okay. What is the MySQL and all, and what is the Tomcat? Look at here. This is the MySQL database here. We're going to use the data we're going to have in our database. After once you're going to get it, don't worry, I'll tell you what it is. Any details? Okay. This is for the using all the database layers and all. So I want to fetch this data and trying to display in the front end layer. As I told you in the single page application in the AngularJS, you are going to use in the MySQL how you are going to get the data from database to the front end layer. I think some of you having the database layer understanding level, right? This is what we are going to use tools and all, and Tomcat server also we have. I'll show you all these softwares I'm going to share, everything, all the softwares I'm going to share, and where in the Node.js software, MySQL, everything, 18 plus everything. And this is the Tomcat server we're going to use. I'll tell you how it can be. Everything will be covering. Just I'm showing right now where we are going to use, what is the layer we are going to use, everything I'll tell you. Now, yeah, where it is, sorry. Yeah, these are the tools and where we are going to develop all the application we can able to say. And Eclipse also, this is one of the tool we are going to use in our application side. Once you are familiar with all this, then we are going to execute in the Eclipse side. There is a more user friendly, I'll tell you, okay. Let it be open, no problem. And and one more thing, user experience. What is the user experience will be executing, and this is the not source code wise, but what does it do with this, with our experience wise, how you are going to present in the client side, how you are going to utilize in our application development side. I showed you one by one. Okay, everyone. Read this. Yeah, everything is clear, I think. Okay. Yeah. This. Yeah, let me know if you have any doubts.
No, so we are good.
Okay.
Sorry, Basha, I have to leave because I do have work at 1.
Ah,
So I have to exit now.
I didn't get it. Can you come again?
I have job at 1, so I should leave now. So,
Okay, give me 5 more minutes. I'll execute. I'll tell you what it is. Okay.
okay.
So, okay, these are the tools, course content, what we are doing, all the application side and everything we are going to check in. In the application side, everything in the presentation side, whereas in the application side, I'm going to execute in front of you only. Everything, all the scenarios, I'm going to execute in the presentation side also. Okay, this is the thing. And after that, I'm going to share all these applications in one of the Google Drive. That's the one thing. And let me write the one of the code how we are going to use. See here. Yeah, this is the username, password, and submit button. When I click the submit button, I want to fetch this data. What are the username he has entered, what are the password he has entered. So it's a combination of the HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Let me draw this one. Let me write the program here so to get the idea from your perspective. This is edit plus I told you, and open this one. Now I want to draw this one. Okay, this block one I'm talking. Okay, how I can able to get it. Now initially, just look at here, how many rows is there? There are 2 rows. This is the 1 row and this is the second row and third row. But here 2 columns. This is the first column and this is the second column, right? So 3 rows and 2 columns I want to define. So let me tell you, there are table I need to take it off. We need 2 rows and 3 columns, so we need to take it, right? So I'll tell you what is the table, TR, TD and all. Look at, I don't have anything here. Now border is here. Okay, some columns is there. Okay, now hold it. What you are trying to do? Some username I want to define here. Will come up one by one, don't worry. And what is this one? I want to have the username and one of the text box where I can able to enter. These fields I can able to get it by the input field. So here input, okay. Test. Look at it. Did you get the text box or not? Make it 0. It's making clumsy to understand. There's a name, password, right? The same thing I want to get it the password. Test. Look at it. Okay. Now I want to make this one as a submit button, but I don't have this TD table data. I don't have, so I'm just removing this one. Now I want to have the one of the submit button here. Type is equal to BUTT. Sorry. BUTTON button, and what is the value? Submit. Don't worry, everything will be covered again. Just to demonstration wise, I'm just writing directly submit. Look at here. Did you get it or not? Now look at what we are trying to make it. One, you'll come to know what is the structure. But this is, I want to make it here. It's occupied till here. I want to make it here till the end of this one. Then we can able to use. There is one more item is a call span is equal to 2 columns should be occupied here. See, 1 minute. Sorry, what is it? Call span. Something is wrong. Okay, that's what. Call span is equal to. It's occupied till here. Now I want to display in the center page. Submit button should be center. So line is equal to here center. Okay. Now what does it do here? Center wise. Look at here. Did you get the center wise or not? Fine. Now make it 0 here. Now go to 0. See here. Did you get it the same picture or not here? Fine. This is one of the some HTML and align is center is a CSS tag. Now I want to enter this one as a Bhasha and I want to click the Bhasha 1 to 3. Once I click this one, I want to fetch these values. How I can able to fetch this? Now we are going to working with the one of the scripting language. What are the events? Don't worry, I'll come up again. On click is equal to some validate method. I'm just calling it validate method. Okay. What you are trying to do? Why you are writing the header part only the functionality? I'll tell you. We need to call the one of the scripting languages. Okay. Everything will be covered. Don't worry. Function of application and reading. Now once I click this submit button, whether if I am calling this method, I want to know. There is one of the to show the message. We have the alert is one of the keyword is how we are calling the one minute. See calling the validate HOD. Okay, just hold it. Once I click this one, why I came here? Because of this security, because of the JavaScript we have implemented. That's what it is coming here. Allow the content block here. Now click here. What did you get it? Calling the method. So nothing but once I click this one, we are able to call this method or not? One of the event on click event. Don't worry, it will come up. Now I want to fetch the username, whatever you have entered the text box. This value I want to capture. How I can able to capture? ID is equal to, why we are writing the ID, I'll tell you in the one by one. ID is equal to PASSWRD. Okay. Now how I can able to get it? Look at it. You will see a document dot get element by ID. There is a syntax, capital letter, small letters should be careful. Okay. And username. See here, the very much syntax is very clear. We are using the ID, so we are taking the ID. Okay. Now hold it. Where? Why you are taking the where will come up. User value equal to. Now I want to get the user value. Alert colon user value. I'll tell you what is this syntax and all. Don't worry, in the coming sessions one by one I'll tell you, because one session we cannot able to say everything, right? Just look at here. Now I want to fetch this one. What did you get it? Because I didn't enter any value, that's what you got the value. Now enter this value Bhasha and Bhasha 1 to 3 here. Now click it here. Did you get it or not? User value. After that we didn't get the password. How we can able to get the password value? Now look at it. Just copy paste it. Because we are going to be developers, the developer should be copy paste value should be known very well. Pass value, that's all. Click the submit. Now enter the value here. Aditya Aditya 1 to 3. Okay. Now submit. Did you get it or not? That is one thing. And one more thing, it's a password. It should not be displayed. What I can say, there is one more keyword here along with the test and all. ASSWORD. Okay. Look at it, ADITYA. Are you able to see? But we can able to capture the value. Here we are not able to see the content, but we can able to capture the value. Right? So these values can able to pass it to the server side or not. We got the values. From here we need to pass the values to the server side. That is what I am trying to explain here. Yeah, I have entered the values. I am passing these values to the one of the server. That is the Tomcat here. This is one of the Tomcat server. Okay, I'll show you one by one in the sessions wise. So this I would like to showcase in the HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript side, and wherein all the applications will be there for you to understand more clearly with the all the React.js applications. One minute. Yes, React.js applications. All these applications will be there, and in the more presentation side, and wherein the application side, and where the Google Polygram also will be there. All the applications are done. Not only these 5, we have a lot of. I'll show to you. Okay, everything will be in the googling wise how it can be working all together, which is required to understand. Okay, how it can be, I'll show you one by one. So this is what we can able to tell you all the Google Maps and where in React.js, UX, UI. Okay, and after that I'm going to share all the applications and recording sessions for everyone. I can able to showcase to you. Yeah, recording sessions, whatever it is there, I'm going to share to all of you guys. Okay, applications also I'm going to share everything into one of the Google Drive so that we can able to practice it and let me know what you're going to do. In this applications also we are going to have normal application, where in the advanced level applications also in the structured wise we can able to say all of them we can able to have. Got it, everyone?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. So we have seen the all the course content. Okay, Rajita. Thank you, Rajita. This is what actually my planning is to for everyone. I'm going to deliver to every student. So you'll come to know what is what my inputs, and I can show to you it's from the very scratch level only we are going to develop. Okay.
Okay.
So this is what for today's session. If you have any doubts, any clarification, let me know. Thank you, Rajita. You are running with the. Okay, you can able to leave. This is what my demo.